Coming at you live. Let's go, baby. We're just having fun. We don't care who sleeps. Why don't we go? That's how it's supposed to be. Living young and wild and free.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Detroit Tigers and the Cleveland Indians. The Tigers will try to complete the series sweep on the road against their division rivals right after this. Carlos Carrasco is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Cleveland. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
This guy had a year you'd love to forget last year. Look at that ERA, awfully ugly. We'll see if he can rebound and pitch much better. And if he doesn't, his spot in the rotation could be in jeopardy. It'll be awfully important that he gets off to a good start in this one.
Okay.
And now a diving effort, but this is off the center fielder's glove.
Stay one.
And a nice job to get the ball in quickly. He'll be held to a single here with nobody out.
He's lucky it's only a single back up the middle and not a double in the gap or a home run. Pitches like that in his show.
Do a great start though.
Get absolutely hammered.
Let's see. Oh, never mind. 222.
In now, Yasiel Puig. That misses, so the count goes full now to the second batter of the ball game.
I'd have
Cameron Maybin is on deck.
It's worth the risk.
Now the payoff pitch home. And look out. That's in very tight, and it's ball 4.
We may need to amp up to get the ball.
Here's Cameron Maybin now. 9 at-bats for him in the series so far, and he's collected a pair of hits.
Smash.
The set and the 1-1 pitch is looked at for ball number 2. So, fellas, this Indians ball club, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in a real funk to start the year. Still searching for what's been an elusive first win.
Yeah, Matty, this team has taken it on the chin the first 2 games of this series, getting blown out in each game. They need a better effort than this one.
No doubt about it. I think things haven't gone their way, and this is the time to turn things around now, Dio. It's been an ugly series up to this point, and they need to turn it around pronto today.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Cameron Maybin becomes the first out of the inning.
Power into this streaks.
And it's fouled away.
I'm really bad at hitting balls up in the zone. I gotta get better at that. Because I look for balls up in the zone a lot.
And he fouls this one off.
I like avoiding double plays with the plate.
The next 1-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire.
Way better
ball
against
2.
the lefties. I don't think we face a lefty yet.
Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
Hey, it's looking like he might be able to get out of this one after giving up 2 singles early.
Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. So now 2 men in scoring position. There's ball 4.
Okay. Base is juiced.
So that'll bring up C.J. Cron. Certainly a big moment in this game. Bases loaded, tie score. Set and the 1-1. Fouled away.
Gave me that.
Castro on third. Puig on second. Ferreira on at first with 2 down. Swung on and hit deep to left center.
Let's go.
Gone. It's a grand slam.
I said that slider's tough. It's only tough.
So one swing, and he unloads the bases on that one. First home run of the campaign for him as they move on top 4-0.
Well, it seems like only a couple of minutes ago that we were ready for a hard-fought game. But things have taken a dramatic turn here early. They jumped all over this guy, including that grand slam. And they might not be done yet.
Back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
This dynamic difficulty's got it.
Dan, this offense certainly came to swing. I personally, I don't know how the pitcher regroups from a start like this.
D-Roll, this is one of those nightmare innings, right? You give up a grand slam, you're trying to compose yourself and gather your thoughts and make sure you throw strike 1 to the next guy. Then he follows that up with the bullet base hit. So right now he is looking for the exits. It's not going to be a very long game for this guy.
Here now the 2-2. This is pulled into right.
Is that a base hit?
And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. Romine blows through the stop sign, headed for home. And he's safe at the plate as they extend the lead to 5-zip.
Hey, D-Road, not an easy decision right there for a third base coach. That ball was hit pretty hard to right field, and you have to make a quick decision if you're going to send that runner or not.
And you know what, Dan? When you take stock in outfield arms, usually the guy with the best one is standing in right field. That's an aggressive send.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run.
This is getting too easy.
2 home runs in 3 days? I'd say he's seeing the ball pretty well right now. I think it's time to start pitching around this guy.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So with 2 out here, Yasiel Puig gets a chance to bat this inning.
Castro.
Boy, this is not the way you'd like to start an inning right here. After that 2-run bomb, another base hit, and this could get ugly real early.
Yeah, there's a fight at the bat rack right now, Dan. He saw that 2-run missile go out, and he was on point getting himself a knock.
And strike 3 there as they'll finally work out of the inning as the side is digging in. Cesar Hernandez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Everybody in the club takes it.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Jones is right there, 1 down. Standing in, Oscar Mercado. 2 hits in 8 tries for the series. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off.
It's kind of weird to start a ball game as a pitcher and you're already up 7-0 before
now here it comes.
Gotta bring that same intensity though.
Lifted into the air to shallow center. 0-0. Long run for the center fielder. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
All right, Lindor.
So here's Francisco Lindor now, head-to-head against Nova. He's got 3 base hits in 17 at-bats. Fouled off.
Chase that
Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Drop a hammer here. 1 Ivan.
Not pitch. Fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. Running hard, he's digging for second. And that is off the wall in right field. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
As we take a look at this one, you can see he puts a good swing on it, but I don't think he got it just enough to put some backspin to get it out of here. But hard to complain about a well-hit double, though.
Standing in now, Franmil Reyes. In the dirt here. Throw goes to third, and he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
We're good.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. And he missed with it there. Ball 4. It's a 2-out walk with the runner still at third. Digging in, Jose Ramirez. Hoping to cash in here in the first inning. Runners at the corners, 2 away. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning.
MVP candidate. I think the year they went to the World Series, 16.
Second inning set to go. Standing in, Cameron Maybin. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
The batter, number 8. Second base.
So that'll bring up Jonathan Schoop. The 3-1 pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Mercado is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Miguel Cabrera. He worked a walk and came around to score in his first trip in this game. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. Today's contest is, of course, the finale of the series, and the Tigers have dominated so far. They've got the opportunity to complete the sweep with a win in this one.
Sure does, and it's always difficult to sweep and win a series on the road, especially when you're playing a division opponent.
3 balls and 2 strikes to the Tigers' designated hitter. And if they're going to get something close to a repeat effort out of their pitching staff in this game to the one they got yesterday, that would certainly help the cause.
No doubt about that, Ned. A combo platter, combined shutout yesterday. Hopefully they can continue to throw more zeros up in this one today.
Freaking 0 speed.
Boy, there's a long drive bullet off the wall right there, but the outfielder does a really good job, Hero, of getting that one quickly and getting it back in to keep him at first for a long single.
Yeah, and also a nice job by the base runner not there. Not putting his head down, being over aggressive and getting thrown out at second base. He saw the play happening in front of him and put the brakes on and got back for a base hit.
Yeah, D-Roll, I think he would have been toast if he tried to stretch that one into a double.
Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. The Tigers had a lot of success at the plate yesterday, a double-digit hit total as a team, so they'd like to make that happen again as they go for the sweep.
One of the keys to sweeping a series is getting some runs and getting some runs early. Big lead early in this one, and it looks like their chances of a sweep look pretty good.
And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
Now batter.
I wonder what happens.
Stepping in, Austin Romine. 2's all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2.
Buyout would be interesting. $75 million.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. That gets down, and the inning will continue. He's in at second safely. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
The shortstop, Niko Goodrum.
Well, we've already had some hard-hit balls in the first 2 innings here, and here's another one. Absolutely jumped off his bat and into the outfield, bringing another run home here in the early going.
Now the 2-1. There's a fastball that misses.
Here's the game within the game. You have a better matchup on deck. You got a 3-1 count in this situation. Don't be afraid to put him on base and attack the next guy.
Pulled high in the air out to right field.
That was hit hard, high.
Reyes will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Tigers strike for. So here's Tyler Naquin. He was hitless in yesterday's shutout
Long
loss,
17.
as were many of his teammates.
Right now.
Swing and a miss as he couldn't
Fire.
connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1.
Well, I have to give credit to him on the mound for not letting that previous pitch get to him. He wanted it, but he didn't get the call. But I love how he didn't let it affect him, and he comes right back with another good pitch and gets the punch out.
And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Striding in, Domingo Santana will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. 1 and 2.
Count is 1 and 2.
2 out, nobody on.
Curveball. Let's go up high. Up and in, baby. Blow him away.
They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2 and 2.
Do it again.
Hit to short. Fielded cleanly.
1, 2, 3,
Throw in time, and the side is retired. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with a report as we get set for the top of the third. Heidi?
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Tigers manager Ron Gardenhire during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the 3rd inning and posting a bunch of runs right out of the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2 and 2. A full count, 3 and 2 to the Tigers center fielder. Harold Castro is on deck. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Next up for Detroit, Harold Castro. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat.
Castro.
1-1. Now a drive out to left center field.
3 for 3 for Castro.
Around first, he's digging for second. And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
Now batting, right fielder, Yasiel.
Off the bat, it was pretty clear right away that that hit was going to get him at least 2 bases.
Yeah, Matt, some people like to crow about homers and powering drives, but you have to like hits like this. A no-doubt double the second it left his bat. Like you said, the only question was whether the outfielders were going to be able to keep him at second, which they did.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 1 out and a runner on second base. On a line, that's a base hit into left field. Throw comes into 3rd now, so they're at the corners here with only 1 out.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to 3rd base.
Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him. Here's Jonathan Scope now. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
Jonathan.
The 1-1. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance.
No way. 2 grand signs.
It'll die on the warning track as the catch is made. And here comes the runner from 3rd. And the runner scores from 3rd as they extend their lead.
That's a spot right there as a pitcher where you'll trade an out for a run anytime. Bases loaded and only 1 run scores on the sacrifice fly.
And that'll bring up the veteran Miguel Cabrera. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd. Line drive to center field. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from 3rd. Now he's safe at second as a run will score on the play as well. Nick Whitgren is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings.
About to get up to legend
Into the box, C.J. Cron. He ties him up with a fastball inside. 1-2. Whitgren, a California-born ball player. He was a 9th-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2000. There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
It's ridiculous.
At the plate now, Austin Romine. And it's fouled away.
I'm focused. We're going to get 4 at-bats for Castro in 4 innings. Jesus Christ.
Into center field, line drive base hit. So with that, the top of the 3rd inning will continue at least one more
13
batter.
runs, 13 hits.
Boy, this guy's off to some kind of series, and he's one of the better road hitters in all of baseball.
Dan, some guys just have a knack for lighting it up on the road, getting that good night's sleep, and finding a way to get to the yard early and work on their craft.
Okay.
Tigers shortstop with a ball and 2 strikes. He pulls this one into right. Reyes is there to put it away and finally put an. So striding in, Roberto Perez. He's gone 0 for his first 6 at-bats in the series so far.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. Now to the plate, Cesar Hernandez. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. 2-1 now to the Tribe's leadoff man. Line to short, but gobbled up there, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, center fielder.
Stepping into the box, Oscar Mercado. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Down in order go the Tribe. Still looking up at a 13-0 score. Ready once again, Jacoby Jones. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip.
Yeah, Matty, and he was locked up by a good fastball for strike 3 last time. I'm interested to see if they attack him the same way. Come at him with hard velo late or snap something off in the dirt to see if he'll fish.
And he goes down and gets this fastball and takes it high in the air to deep straightaway center. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out.
I think.
Now batting, third baseman.
Ready for another shot now, Harold Castro. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. And it's 2-1 to the Tigers' leadoff hitter.
Some bench guys, some run soon. Maybe even
fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1. On deck, the man they've all come to see, Yasiel Puig, waiting next. And he likely had ball 4 that time, but couldn't hold back on the swing, so that moves the count to 3-2 now. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4. Next to bat will be Yasiel Puig. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up.
2 singles, a double, and a walk.
And here's another one that misses to the Tiger right fielder as he moves ahead 2-1 now.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
Mercado is there, 2 gone. In now, Cameron Maybin. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 1-1 home.
Count is 2-1.
2 out with the man at first. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Here now the 2-2 is low and outside for a ball.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Swing and a flare hit toward right. And that'll get down for a base hit. And he is in there.
We're going.
Hey, nice job all around right there. He's able to get a head start, full count, 2 outs. You know he's going right there. Batter didn't come out of his zone, no. Drove a nice single into the outfield. Now we got runners on first and third.
Down the line and fair. That's a hit. And now it'll kick around in the corner. In to score the runner from third.
Unbelievable.
Now
15 base.
The designated hitter, Miguel Cabrera.
So now to the plate, Miguel Cabrera.
That was the worst.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Hey, no shame in that. Your eyes light up when that heater comes above the belt. That's so tough to lay off of.
Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing. So that's ball 4. Standing in and working on a fantastic game, C.J. Cron. He has 7 runs driven into his name so far. Drilled down the line.
After all these blowouts,
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes.
Like 5 games,
Ball
like
2.
3-2.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
And this misses, so it'll set up a big pitch coming up. It's full 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Wow. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Are you kidding me?
Now at the plate, Austin Romine. He singled his last time up.
Get off the fences.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
But also to make it
it's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
3-1 to him now.
Something right here.
Has to challenge him now. Here's the pitch.
Got it.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score. And the second runner will pull up stakes over at third, so 1 run is in, and the bases stay loaded with 2 away. Dominic Leone gets the call to pitch here. He'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. He's got it. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired.
Close.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring in the switch hitting Francisco Lindor. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate.
And he's got to build off that last AB. He battled. Usually when you battle, you get in that swing mode. A lot of pitches, you'll swing at the rosin bag. I love the fact that he was able to work a double in last at bat. Let's see if we get more of the same right here.
Up next for Cleveland.
No doubt about it. He was looking fastball all the way there, and that's exactly what he got. Got the barrel out front and just blasted it down the line for an extra base hit. Nobody out, runner in scoring position. Great opportunity here.
Fans, a reminder to stop by our auction tent.
A runner at second, nobody out.
This month's celebrity auction.
To the plate now, Franmil Reyes. Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Sitting in a good spot right here. 2 ball, 1 strike count is yet to see a fastball. Have to be sitting on one right here.
A high fastball is in there. So a full count now.
This right-handed pitcher, his bread and butter is that 2-seamer, and he loves to throw it inside.
No runs, 2 hits, no errors to this point for the Indians. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. He'll try it again, 3-2. And he fouls this one off. Now Reyes with a drive. Well hit out to deep left field. Maven is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1. So coming to the plate, Jose Ramirez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Travis Demeritte is into the ball game now as he'll take over out in left field.
Now playing left field, number 50, Travis Demeritte.
Victor Reyes will also come in now as he takes over out in center.
Number 22, Victor Reyes.
Who else goes first?
Darwell Lugo is into the game as well as he's the new first baseman.
Now playing first base, number 18, Darwell Lugo.
Hit sharply on the ground. Scooped up, and he'll take this one to the bag for the out. But meanwhile, the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin, runner in scoring position with two gone. He lays off, and that's outside, ball 4. They're at the corners now here with 2 away. Now batting, Carlos Santana. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. Into center field, line drive base hit. Notch 1 in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate.
Now back, the designated hitter.
Stepping in now, Domingo Santana. Skied into straightaway right. On the move is Puig. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Cleveland. We played 4 full. Tiger digging in. Victor Reyes. First at bat of the game for him here in the 5th as he was a late entrant into this one.
Yeah, I have such a good eye.
Ball 3. 3-2 now.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there. That cutter inside. And that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
He froze him on the breaking ball that time. Victor Reyes goes down for the first out in the 5th inning. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. The 1-2.
I got to count 2-2.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Little late on this one as it's lifted the other way down the left field line. Naquin is over to his right, and he puts this one away for out number 2. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Yasiel Puig. He flew out in his last at-bat. And the 2-1.
This could be a huge win for the guy on the mound if he's able to get out of this inning 1, 2, 3 and start fresh next inning with the middle of the order.
Called a strike, and it's full 3-2. High in the air out to center field. Mercado is going to have room out there as he puts this away. Welcome back to Progressive Field in Cleveland as we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with manager Terry Francona during the break about his thoughts on the Indians' hitters to this point. And one thing he stressed to me was the need for them to have better at-bats when they've got runners on base. With just one hit with runners in scoring position in the game, you can understand why he feels that way. But he also says he likes the way his guys are responding to the adversity. It seems as though they're keeping their energy and mood up. So we'll see if they can start coming through with some big hits as we go forward.
Thank you, Heidi. Now a swing and a deep drive to left. And gone. An absolute bomb. Standing in now, Cesar Hernandez. 2 balls and a strike to Cesar Hernandez.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. Taking it in is Puig, and there's your first out.
The center fielder.
Striding in for the Indians, Oscar Mercado. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Hard on the ground towards short, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Into the box, Francisco Lindor. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Matty, he checks every box. Charisma, smile, hits from both sides of the plate with pop, defense, you name it. GM's dream right here.
Set to deal on 2-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Number 32.
And that'll bring in Franmil Reyes. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
Hit sharply on the ground to the left, and that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Man, that's a nice job by the batter right there, keeping the front side in. Not easy on a curveball. Would have been easy to throw the front side and hook that foul, but he was able to stay inside and drive it for a base hit.
At the plate, Jose Ramirez. Scope is there. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Now in the box, Travis Demeritte. He's getting his first plate appearance of the game here in the 6th. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to take right there. I'm not sure if you're guessing or you're sitting on a pitch, but boy, that was awfully.
He dives. Did he catch that? He
Nice
did.
catch.
What a play there for the first out.
Now batting, second base.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Jonathan Scope. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-2 misses for the second ball.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
3-2 now. Ready to deliver the full count pitch.
I think I'm going to bring up.
Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, but this is back into the seats, a foul ball.
13 pitchers.
Out of the stretch, the 3-2 pitch home. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
26 roster spots actually changes things.
Next will be the designated hitter, Miguel Cabrera. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. Ball and 2 strikes to Cabrera.
Can't just have one down with the other.
Runners on first with 1 down. Hit in the air down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. And another foul ball.
He's going to be thinking about that pitch all night if he doesn't have a big game right here. Pulled his front shoulder and everything went with it.
That misses, and it's going to set up a big pitch now, 3-2.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. The 3-2 one more time. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4. At the plate, Dawa Lugo. Yes, he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Can't say he's tickling around the zone. Those last 2 pitches were pretty much grooved right down the middle, but it didn't bite him.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Now at the plate, Austin Romine. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Hit hard on the ground to second, and that'll get by into center field for a base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Man, I think I've run out of superlatives to talk about their offensive production in this one. Some teams don't score 17 runs in a 4-game set, let alone in 1 game here. It's been incredible.
Into the box, Nico Goodrum. A ball and 2 strikes now. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Fastball just missed above the zone.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
And the cutter got him swinging. Strike 3, and the side is Tyler Alexander is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season.
Number 70.
Coming to the plate now, Tyler Naquin. It was a walk in his last trip. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
The first baseman.
Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Good pitch, and I think he locked him up, but he wasn't rewarded for it this time.
Line drive to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Dan, you have to love it when your defense picks you up right there, keeping him at first base.
Boy, D-Roll, that looked like it had extra bases written all over it. Great job by the left fielder to get to that ball and get the ball back in, keeping that to a single.
In there, a base hit.
He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't miss it right there. Hammer job.
Now batting, catcher, Robert Perez.
At the plate now, Roberto Perez. Drilled on the ground to short, and they get the force for the second out. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Indians lead. Hunter Wood enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. All set for the start of the inning. Stepping in, Victor Reyes. Here's a hard hit ball to the left side that'll be taken in out there at short. A laser that time, but it'll wind up with nothing to show for it. So,
just notification. Reach level 10, whatever.
now the 3-2 pitch. Gets him looking up around the letters. So 2 outs now here in the Detroit half of the 7th. And up next, the right-handed bat of Yasiel Puig. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Travis Demeritte would be next. Takes this the other way to right, and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
So now to the plate, Travis Demeritte. And it's 1-2. And That one misses badly. It's ball 2. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now. Jonathan Schoop would be next. Fouled away.
Rush.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Score.
And a relay to the plate, and not in time as the run scores.
Wow, this has been a memorable game, but for all the wrong reasons. They've given up a staggering 18 runs here, and they can't go home yet. Can you say painful?
And he'll watch the fastball miss down low. It's 2-1.
Somebody's getting frustrated. He's not used to getting hit around like this.
Popped him up. Perez has a play. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Last half of the 7th here, so the Indians lineup flips over, and to the plate, Cesar Hernandez. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Fly ball out toward left center field. Reyes will slide over and put this one away, and that's out number 1.
The center fielder,
Stepping in, Oscar Mercado. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Fouled off.
Let me get a couple other guys up in the pen. Ryan Garcia has not pitched yet. Yeah, not. I don't think he'll get up for me.
One out, nobody on. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Popped him up. Castro in foul ground. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, shortstop.
At the plate, Francisco Lindor. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Fly ball out toward left center field. Center fielder on the run. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Indians go down 1-2-3, and they remain well behind. Striding forward now. Is the DH, Miguel Cabrera. He'll start us off in the 8th. Hit on the ground out to short. Reined in. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Into the box now, Dawa Lugo, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. The 3-2 pitch. Grounded down the third baseline. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Payoff pitch one more time. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a wall. Digging in and looking for more, Austin Romine. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance. Outside with the fastball as the count moves to 2-1 now. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Well, this is pulled in by the shortstop.
Up next for the Tigers.
Stepping up to the plate, Nico Goodrum, and looking to improve on a 1-for-5 effort so far. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. He's set and the 1-2 pitch. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Franmil Reyes. A hit in 2 official trips to the plate to this point in the ballgame. Brian Garcia is on to pitch here in the 8th with nobody out. He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
Garcia.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Taking it in is Puig, and there's your first out.
Now batting, third baseman.
Digging in the switch hitter, Jose Ramirez. Will swing it from the left side right here. 2-1 to Jose Ramirez. As mentioned early in the broadcast, this series finale had the potential to result in a series sweep, and at this point in the game, it's looking rather promising.
Hey, Matty V, Yogi Berra had a great saying, it ain't over till it's over. Well, this one's just about over with the team playing as well as they are and leading by as
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
And it certainly would be a big morale boost to a team if they're able to complete a sweep. And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire. All set to start the 9th in this one. Stepping up now, Victor Reyes. No hits to this point. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Action going on now in the Indians bullpen as they have a left-hander up and getting loose. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. And he checked his swing, but it's a strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Stepping in now, Harold Castro. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
To the plate now, Yasiel Puig. Helping him out here as he swings and misses to fall behind a ball and 2 strikes.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
Mercado will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. On now to the bottom of inning number 9. The Tigers lead it 18-3. So now Carlos Santana. Starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Buck Farmer is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. He hit the corner and tries for third. The relay throw, and he'll get there as he legs out the leadoff triple. So he's head first into third as he laid it all on the line on that one.
Yeah, he took a pretty big risk going for the triple, Matt, but you gotta love the aggressiveness and the willingness to get dirty and beat the throw to third. Man, that was a fun play to watch.
The catcher, number 55.
Now at the plate, Roberto Perez. Base is empty in front of him with 1 away following the RBI ground out. The 1-1.
Nope, inside, ball 2.
Hit hard down the left field line, but this will be foul. The 2-2. Oh, look at that stop. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Cesar Hernandez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. And that's going to do it as the catch is made, and the Tigers go on the road and sweep their division rivals in this 3-game series.
Thanks for joining him.
3 hours and 50.